The amount of second gen in this song almost makes me want to stan EXO again, but I won't because I'm an OT12 supporter and I have not gotten over that ordeal as of yet. Hi, welcome to my 12th scandal. You might have noticed that I woke up feeling real brave today, but also real sick. I can't breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Feeling that this video is really gonna piss off exotics or exo-ls. Was this just a Mandela effect? Let me know. At some point their fandom name was called exotics. Please tell me I didn't make this up in my head. Because then I left the fandom, they were called exotics, and then suddenly I made my return to make fun of EXO, and someone was like, no, you're a dumb bitch, it's actually exo-ls. When did that happen, and where was I? Here's the thing, EXO made me look really bad because I made a video roasting TXT's outfits. I haven't uploaded it yet, but in that video, I will admit, I roasted boy groups, and I'm not proud of how aggressively I did so. But then here I am being shown by EXO everything that I said that boy groups don't bring forth anymore. They brought back innovative fashion. They brought back eye makeup. They have made my second gen heart feel something that I have not felt since 21 released Goodbye in 2016. Does anyone know how it makes me feel? And so in today's video, I'm going to be doing my usual comparisons, and then I'm going to analyze the music video. And then at the end, I'm sorry, I'm doing this voiceover the next day and I'm so congested. And then I'm going to finish off by doing a little review of the song. So let's get started. Actually, I'm going to stop you right there to remind you to subscribe to this channel, click the bell to be notified, and you can also do little things here and there to help sustain this channel, like asking me why I pronounce rosé like that, or sharing my videos with people that you can hate them with. There's no denying this, and I'm going to iterate this since I didn't actually upload my TXT video yet. Boy group fashion has become boring and stagnant. Girl groups have literally been carrying all the creativity of fashion on their backs. But these outfits remind me so much of second gen, and I'm so here for it. Honestly, I've disliked a lot of EXO songs ever since Wolf. I know, I'm so sorry. So I haven't really kept up with them, but I have seen Kai in a few crop tops, and I think in that sense they have kept up with the second gen vibes. But this is the first time I'm paying attention, so I'm making a big deal about it. I'm also literally at the edge of my seat with this use of eye makeup. I don't think boy groups have gone this hard since MBLAQ's Cry in 2011. And if you've been following my channel consistently, I've been begging boy groups to bring back the eye makeup. So despite all these wonderful things, I'm still going to annoyingly point out every comparison that I could possibly make. And we are going to address the internet's burning question. Did EXO copy BTS's Blood, Sweat, and Tears? So I originally cut this part out because it was such a stretch and I didn't want to lose any credibility, but I also did want to talk about G-Dragon. So you can only imagine how conflicted I was. But I might as well officially name this the biggest stretch of my career. And yes, we will add a little Heartbreaker compilation with some fancy music over it. But we haven't seen eye makeup in so long. I don't know what to do with myself. And I'm also getting some 2 PM Heartbeat vibes. And with these promotional pictures, I'm definitely getting some VIX Voodoo vibes. The majority of similarities are actually with Blackpink's Whistle, which I can't show you because why? JK, I'm sorry, that joke has been used 3 times within the span of 6 months. I need to come up with better content. If you have an issue, you can contact my lawyer, kevin@law.com. But yeah, the similarities with Blackpink are actually uncanny. I don't know why everyone's bringing BTS into this. Too bad Blackpink copied 21. Hi, welcome to my 13th scandal. I mean, in all seriousness, obviously that was a joke. BTS are not the first group to do a scene like this, but some of you K-pop stans need to actually sit the fuck down. That probably didn't sound as intimidating because I'm sick, but I'm trying to show Kappa that I do not make content for literal children. That includes you, Velvet Mochi. But also, this scene is obviously copying 21's Missing You. And they pulled an M Black This Is War when he went to shoot another member and ended up shooting himself. And I get it. I mean, he is technically shooting himself, but it's a different version of himself. So, do you know what I mean? He went to shoot somebody that didn't look like him originally, and then it went back to him. They're copying M Black. Sorry, I just needed to get my M Black quota in for the day. Got my 21 quota in for the day. What's next? Should I pronounce Jose like that again? See, this is why you need me, because all these third-gen K-pop YouTubers just play fake woke and pretend that they know what they're talking about when they're literally talking out of their ass. Just question everything. You saw a hate video about me? I mean, I don't care if you believe it, but the fact of the matter is I probably don't have 23 pairs, so you might want to fact check your shit. And there is a bit of symbolism within the music video as well. We see these cut screens of one version of themselves compared to a different version of themselves. Perhaps their third-gen versions versus their second-gen versions, or maybe just more a clean-cut version of themselves with a side of them that lets loose and wears more eye makeup. Either way, I stan. But it does actually give me a Joker vibe. Like, they fell into a vat of liquid and somehow came out with a face full of makeup and somehow more colorful. Almost as if they have a more mischievous version of themselves, and we will refer to that version of themselves as doppelgangers. And throughout the music video, we do see a struggle with EXO and their doppelgangers. And they are either trying to trick each other or harm each other. And to me, this kind of symbolizes that we are, in fact, our own worst enemies. And we end up just hurting ourselves. For example, in the music video, we see each member kind of having a conflict with themselves or with their doppelganger. So we see Tanyeol fighting with his doppelganger, which to me screams way more Avengers of K-pop than Super M ever did. We also see Baekhyun fencing himself. And on the less violent side of things, it almost seems as if Kai's doppelganger is tantalizing actual Kai. And then doppelganger Chen is tricking real Chen in a chess game. We can even see this struggle or this dichotomy within the first title screen, where EXO is written normally, and then right below it, it's written upside down and slightly differently. So we have the real EXO, the normal version of EXO, shall we say, and then an upside down version of EXO that is slightly different. As for the song itself, it really should have been Super M's debut. Why create a supergroup just to force EXO to make a comeback right after? I thought the point of making Super M, or Superm, was because everyone else was busy. But yeah, as for the song itself, I think it's super catchy. I definitely appreciated a lot more than Jopping. It just overall felt more balanced than Jopping, and it felt more familiar. And I think that these K-pop CEOs underestimate the allure of actual K-pop. And that is why so many US debuts just flop. And I'm not saying that Jopping flopped, but a lot of people were quite conflicted about it. And a lot of K-pop debuts in the US historically in the past have flopped. But I do think this should have been Super M's debut. I think genuinely this would have been a risky American debut, especially given the fact that certain aspects may not have been super easily digestible to an American audience. But I think it would be more important to win over fans that just already like K-pop rather than focus on trying to gain more fans. I mean, K-pop is already such a huge phenomenon. So instead to create a K-pop that isn't quite K-pop anymore, to me it just loses its allure that way. That's basically all I had to say for this video. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. And so the comment shout out goes to this lovely individual. Thank you so much for this comment. It really made me laugh. If you want to be featured in the next video's comment shout out, make sure you leave a funny comment in the comment section. I'm gonna go die in a hole. But hopefully I'll see you next time while I roast TXT's outfits. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click that bell to be notified, and you can also follow me on Instagram. I gotta go. Bye.